This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
Hey Omniites, welcome back. It's September. How was your summer? Did you have any fun? Did you go anywhere? Did you travel to any different places? Who went to Disney World? They're celebrating 50 years. So they have a lot of fun things in place. Who went to the beach? What did you all do this summer? Type it in the comments. I want to see where you went. I want to see how it was, and I want to see if you had fun. The other thing is, welcome back to school, right? It's a whole lot of things going on in September. It's school and getting ready for school, and now we have homework, and we're out of the house all day, and sometimes we don't even get to have any more fun. So guess what Reverend Shonta is here to talk to you about? Fun. It is so hard at the beginning of the school year and the end of the summer. They just like crash together, right? And so it doesn't give us the opportunity to really like settle in from one thing to the next. And now here it is. We're going in. Some of you have been in school for 5 or 6 weeks. Some of you have been in school for 2 or 3 weeks. And so you're going into almost your midterm in school already. Time is really going by. But as this time is going by so quickly, we are reminded of this thing. I will be reading Psalm 37 today. And this is a Psalm of David. And it says, "Do not fret because of those who are evil, or be envious of those who do wrong. For like the grass, they will soon wither. Like green plants, they will soon die away. Trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and enjoy safe pasture. Take delight in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart." Commit your way to the Lord. Trust in Him, and He will do this. He will make your righteous reward shine like the dawn, your vindication like the noonday sun. And I know you're probably saying, what does all of that mean? So I'm going to break it down, but I want you to really focus on take delight. That's the 4th chapter of the 37th Psalm. Take delight in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. This week in school, I noticed something with some of my students, because you know Miss Reverend Shonta is a school teacher too. And I said, we got in there and we were doing so much work, and I had all of this energy, and I'm moving around the class, and I'm passing out all this work, and I'm talking about homework and what's next. And some of my kids were like, "Oh, Miss Williams, please slow down." And I had to think of it. And I said, we have only been in school for a couple of weeks. I am treating them like they've been in school for 5 months. I need to take a step back. I never want my students to feel any type of anxiety. I want them to feel joy. I want them to be happy when they're in the class. And I hope that you have teachers that feel the same way. And so one day this week, I decided to take a step back. I said, hey, let's take a step back. Let's talk about some things. How are you feeling? How are you feeling about being back in school? How are things going for you? And it was just so refreshing for the kids to be able to talk to each other, to be able to talk to the other adults in the room, to smile. And I actually heard more laughter on this day than I have the whole time that we've been in school. And I was like, I took a deep breath, and I said, that's what they needed. Now, I can't do that every day. I can't make that promise for every day. But when my students and when children are feeling anxiety or if they're feeling like it's just too much pressure, it's just too much, it's just too much, what are you going to do to blow off some of that steam? How are you going to have fun? That's what taking delight means. It means to have a little fun. Let your hair down. Go outside. Run around. Scream. Wave. Ah! Act a little crazy. Just get it out. Whatever it is that you need to do, get it out. Some of us like to go to the playground. Some of us like to play our video games. Some of us like to read books. Some of us even like to do a little math to release some of our anxiety, or when we're not feeling happy. There are different things that we can do that will make us have fun. Some of us like to draw, or maybe you write poems. Maybe you just like to just sit and be still. Maybe meditate on the word. What about Psalm 37? That's what we just went over, right? But just some things so it just doesn't feel like you're in a pressure cooker. You're young. You shouldn't feel like you're in a pressure cooker. You should be having fun. You should be smiling the majority of your day. You should take some time to find some things that are funny that will make you laugh. It's okay to laugh. Don't laugh at other people, though, if something happens with them. That's just being mean and shady. We don't want to be mean and shady. But we do want to have fun. Who do you have fun with? Do you have older siblings, younger siblings? Do you have friends? Do you have best friends? What about your cousins? What about people that live next door? How do you have fun? What do you do? Do you play Monopoly? Do kids still play Monopoly? I don't know. Do you play Sorry? I think some kids do play Sorry. I know that you all play Connect 4. Everybody's always down for a good game of Connect 4. What about Uno? How many of you like Uno? I like Uno, but I don't like those new rules that you all have where you pile all of them on. I don't like that. I just like the plain old Uno. That's Reverend Shonta. But I want you to start thinking about some things. I want you to figure out, how will you have fun? What will you do? Do you have coloring books, crayons? Do you have coloring pencils? Do you have magic markers? Do you like art? Are you a creative? Do you want to sing? Do you like to sing? Maybe you can't sing, but you like to write songs. What is it? You really need to figure out, because what we got enough stressed out adults in this world. What we don't want is stressed out children. I think children should be children. I think you should have fun. I think you should be able to go outside and play with your friends if it's safe. Go to the playground. You know, I know a lot of you are playing sports and you're cheerleaders and all of that is structured time, right? What do you do in what we call unstructured time? Just having fun. So those are some of the things I want you to think about. Make a list. What are some of the things you like? It doesn't always have to cost money. It could be right there in your house. Maybe you want to learn how to cook or bake. Do you watch that show? Those junior cooking shows, they're all over Netflix and TV. You can always, and even YouTube, you see all of these young people who are engaged in cooking and baking because it's something that they just love to do. I see a lot of young people sewing clothes now and designing clothes. I saw a fashion show the other day where all of the models were between 3 and 13. So there are just so many different ways and different things that you can do to channel some of that energy so that it will bring you joy. Life is more than just about work, work, work. I know for you it's school, school, school. Life is more to it than just that. You have got to find some ways to take a deep breath. Maybe sit still for a few minutes. Meditate if you choose. And figure out, what is it that I like to do? What is it about me that may be a little different? Nobody else may like to do what I like to do. What is it that I can do with my friends? But what is it that I can also do when I'm by myself? The word says you have to delight. God will give you the delight. He will give you the joy and the fun and the energy to do it. But you've got to take that time for yourself and with God to think about those things. Think on these things. Those things that are lovely and pure, right? And righteous and fun that give you energy to take you to the next day. Nobody wants to be around somebody who's frowning and upset all the time, right? You want to see people that smile, are engaging in laughter, maybe cracking a few jokes, something that makes you laugh from your belly. And it's just so funny. You want to share it with the whole world. What is it that you can do? But don't overthink it, because if you overthink it, you're going to be a little stressed out. And what are we trying to do? Stay away from stress. What are we trying to do? Have fun. Listen to music. Good music. Some of that music y'all listening to ain't so good. Good music with good lyrics that just take you away. Those are the things that you can have fun with. Everything that has fun, you don't always have to go to those little jumpy, bouncy houses, right? You don't always have, oh my God, the movies, the food at the movies. Oh, it's so expensive. But you can go every now and then, it's fine. Maybe you like to skate. Reverend Shonta can't skate. I never could skate. I could skateboard when I was younger, but I never did right on those other kind of, the regular roller skates. I wasn't good at that. Or rollerblading. But all of those things, what makes you have fun? What makes you take delight? What makes you go to God and say, God, I can't do this anymore. Can you take these heavy things off my heart and replace them with some light and some joy? Have you asked God to do that for you? Ask God to do it. That's just like a short prayer. God, whatever is troubling me or bothering me, God, I just need you to work on it for me. I'm going to show up, and I want you, God, to show out and show me the way, and take all of these heavy burdens, these things that are weighing me down, just take them off and send them into oblivion, and send me some love, some joy, and some light. You think you can pray that prayer? You think you can do that? And I'm going to tell you why. Why? Because in Psalm 37 it says what? Delight yourself in the Lord. So the next time I see you, I hope that you have some good news to tell me. When I check this cast, I want to see if you all actually typed into the comments some of the things you like to do for fun, so that other people can see them, and so that maybe the next time I see you, that we will be able to share those ideas and thoughts. What do you think? I think that's a good start. I want you all to be safe. I want you to have fun this school year. I want you to learn all you can. I want your brain to just grow with lovely things and new knowledge and ideas. I want you to be kind and compassionate to people, and watch how much God brings joy into your life. Until the next time, this is Reverend Shonta Omniites. Peace.
Thank you for watching, and stay connected with us by visiting and subscribing to our YouTube channel and all of our social media platforms at Union Temple DC. For more information about ministries and services, visit uniontempledc.com.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.